Hey folks, welcome back to the Boys Again YouTube channel. It's time for a post-match reaction following Celtic 5, Slovan Bratislava 1 and match day 1 of the Champions League. I'm joined by Nathan. What did you think of that today?
Very good performance. You can't ask for much more, can you?
I want to kind of speak a bit before the game of the atmosphere and stuff. What did you make, obviously, in the ground and stuff, because it's a Champions League game and that?
See after like, they scored, but I think it was the third goal. Like, the atmosphere was just amazing. Like, honestly, like, it was like a proper like, party atmosphere, you know. And
I said this when we done the preview with Alistair. I think I've never really had that in my time, and that's damning to say. But I thought we were really good. Obviously, the 5 goals. I think 5 different scorers as well, which is quite good. We've seemed to do a habit of that. The team was unchanged against Hearts. What did you make, obviously, the team selection?
The right decision. I couldn't have dropped one of the players. Maybe I had to. It was a question coming into the game, but the night he showed his class, didn't he? Especially at my age ago.
I want to kind of speak about midfield later on. I thought Engels was superb as well. I thought he showed why he belongs at this level, and you're looking for that in the players for signing £11 million. These are the games that they need to stand out in.
I seen an interesting point. I don't know who made it, right, but it was, you know, Ajax used to do this, to get these players in that, you know, played in the top 5 leagues, and then we can be the stepping stone for them to go there. And like, see, because we've got the Champions League and that's a gateway.
Big selling point.
Exactly. So next year we need to be in the Champions League. This year we need to compete. Next year we need to be in it. That selling point's
probably going to be there because next season, because we need to qualify, But
if we keep the current team that we've got just now and improve in the summer and even in January, there's no reason.
There's a good chance.
Oh, well, amazing chance.
The first goal came from an unlikely goal scorer, and Liam Scales for a corner.
I thought it was Maldini that scored.
I know. I think we did get Maldini for a game, I think, but it was an unlikely goal scorer. But I thought Scales was another player today who was just really good and.
Sensational, man, honestly.
It seemed like he belonged at this level. We talk about the Taylor and Scales belong at this level, then that performance.
If Scales plays like that, I argue that Scales kept Vickers together at points.
I think Vickers at times were a bit ropey, but I think the whole first half, I think there was a bit of nerves. I think because this Celtic team, you know, we've played teams like Atletico Madrid.
Haven't really been expected.
We were expected to kind of win and. You know, put in a bit of a show, which we did in the end.
100%.
And I think we got the goal, but then it kind of went a bit flat. And I think the crowd, you could see that in the second half. The players were feeding. Engels was geeing the crowd. And I think that's a big thing. Roger spoke a lot about that with us being the 12th man. And the day we were really, but during that bit in the first half, I thought maybe it was a bit flat. But when in the second half, you're thinking, just get a second goal. And we got it. I think, was it Maida crossed it? No, Kuhn crossed it.
Because Kuhn crossed it and Kyogo tapped him with his knee.
I think that was one of the frustrations of the first half. I don't know if it was with you as well. We weren't finding Kuhn enough.
Kuhn was if you take Liam Scales and Engels, I think Engels and Kuhn are tied, because I think every time Kuhn got the ball, you thought something's
going to happen. Well, we're looking for a winger with that, and you after your seat a bit, and I think we did that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just want to say as well, I mean, I want to apologise to Kuhn, man, because I was like,
proved a lot.
I was like his number one, well, I wouldn't say his biggest hater, because I never actually hated him. I just never seen what he had. But if that's what Roger's seen when Roger's bought him, then $3 million looks like a bit of a bargain, doesn't it?
And then obviously the ball goes across. Kyogo just kind of knees it into the net, I think.
Yeah.
Kyogo, they had 2 chances in the first half. First one maybe was a bit difficult, but needs to do a bit better. Second chance, it's unforgivable, to be honest. I don't want to be too critical, but it's just begs the question a wee bit. Maybe in these games are coming up, you know, against Dortmund, Atalanta.
Is he the guy for that?
I don't know. I think he does a different
against Dortmund and that you need either.
But you know, we need to be, and that doesn't even go for Kyogo, it goes for any player. You need to be better.
I mean, Maeda had a chance for a corner, was it? A rebound for a corner, where he should be scoring.
You need to bury these chances, but into the second half, and as I said, we just kind of kept going. we got a penalty, and Engel slots it away.
Penalty taker as well. I know set piece taker. I thought his corner deliveries were on point as well.
No, I thought they were good. I thought we were overall quite good. It just kind of like, I just think the pace in the second half was a lot better. We're finding Kuhn, and it wasn't as one-dimensional. Maybe as the first. I thought the ball was going to Maida or through the middle a lot, and it wasn't coming to him. But when the third goal went in, the shackles just seemed to. The pressure was lifted.
If we go back to the second goal, and this is a point I've made a lot about Kuhn. Kuhn for the second goal took the defender in the outside. He actually, instead of cutting in, he dribbled down and then put the ball in the box. So that's what I want to see more of Kuhn, because Kuhn gets the ball, you're like, alright, he's going to cut in, but see, he actually went.
And drived it.
And then Kuhn's passing's really good.
As well, I thought with Slovan, I thought they were quite a dirty team, to be honest. They were just hammering tackles. You know,
half of the goal, obviously.
Vice get booked. Oh God. Anyway.
Fuck him.
But you know, he got it stinking the whole night, to be honest.
A point I was like, oh, he's gonna.
When he went off, he got absolutely stinking.
Everybody.
It's up there with an opposition plugging off at Celtic Park, but I just thought for the second half, it's shown what Brendan Rodgers wants. He wants us not to be, and I get the level of opposition was now, but you can't say that, because Celtic have been.
We played who was in front of us.
Celtic have been criticised for beating teams that should be beaten, right? So we've done that. So you can't really say, well, oh, you beat them, but oh, it's an easy team. I thought we were really good tonight.
See, I don't know if this is just you, if this is just me, sorry, that's feeling this, but the sense of euphoria in the stadium, like,
that fourth goal, and maybe even the third.
It was honestly, it was like, if you go back in the YouTube channel a bit and you look at some of the post-match reactions for last year, the negativity.
Look at the Commander one. I always look at that one.
And then look at now, you know, the players coming off the bench are impacting the game. Ida, you know, it's incredible.
I think Ida came on and he scored, which I was absolutely. That's just a finish. That's
a striker's finish.
And I was really glad he scored, because I think maybe getting to the point, if he didn't really make an impact, you're thinking, if we overplayed here. I don't think we have. You know, I don't get the money argument, as I've been pretty consistent in saying. I think it's important that just shows he comes off the bench, bang in the net.
First chance.
Then I think, Ida was the fifth in it. Fourth goal was superb. Kyogo lays it off a tat, and then what a ball it is to Maida.
100%. Maida actually finished.
It was either going to end up in the Clyde, or it was going to end up in the back of the net, but it just shows a game for Dies and Maida. Maybe didn't have his most pressing game really, but
still scored.
I think he's added so much more to his game this season.
The one criticism I would have of Maida, even tonight, is
just needs to calm down.
There were a point in the game where, you know what I'm talking about, where you know, I think re-attack plays a nice ball, breaks the defence. All he needs to do is play the flat pass to Kyogo, and he plays it in the air for some reason. What you did?
No, I think there's times where you think you don't know what he's got. You're just kind of praying at yourself.
Oh, what Dies never getting
it right. We've not really spoken about this the Bratislava goal. It was a bit of a
tail.
Fuck up really, and
I'm not going to get on the tail on man.
I felt really bad for him, because I think he genuinely had another good game, and then just that moment, he just needs to either head it back to Schmeichel or just
that's what kills teams.
Boot it forward.
That's what the two things that kill teams like Celtic in Europe is stupid mistakes like that and missing chances.
You know, I'm glad it happened tonight
against Bratislava.
And if it happened in 2 weeks and the signal had did that part when we're 1-0 up, hopefully, you know, it's. You're screaming up at that point, but overall I thought the whole team tonight, the answer, I don't think there was questions of the team, but
no, it was a 2-0 win against Hearts.
Maybe it was a lingering kind of. No, I think everybody was fully confident coming into this game, but everybody's thinking our record in the Champions League has not been the best, but it's a good start.
Well, I mean, if you were to go back to the Feyenoord game, I mean, you were talking after it, saying. Although the game was a pointless win, but
maybe lifted a bit.
The confidence, the belief that we can actually do something.
I think we can. I just think we need to sometimes that end bit. You need to kill teams like, say like Dortmund. You need to kill those.
You need to put them in the sword.
When you're on top, you need to make that count, and you need to you need to make that, like, you just need to make them pay pretty much, because if you don't, then they'll punish you. That's just the thing.
That's top teams, top level football.
But I think the test is going to be the next 2 games, Dortmund and Atalanta.
There's no reason
I don't
why
think it's a test, because I think the home games are crucial for us. But I think I'd like to see us there and go and put a good fight.
It's not about the win against Dortmund or Atalanta, it's about the performance and showing that we
and taking them into that the young boys game and the where else we go at home? Bruges at home.
Bruges,
young boys, Bratislava. That's and Leipzig. But it's important that we take that in confidence, because we've got the next 3 games are Dortmund. You've got the Atalanta game, and then you've got the Leipzig game.
Just think, what if we can nick a point out one of the 2 games?
If we can nick a point at the one of the 2 games, and maybe even hopefully get 3 points against Leipzig, I think it'll be difficult. We've been a good situation going into those home games, and a good chance to qualify, I think. But
we should.
I think it's a really good one to start us off. I want to kind of talk about Liam Scales a bit, because he's another one who seems to get a lot of flack, and sometimes rightly so, but I thought he was immense tonight.
He was the best player on the pitch.
Aye, and he got man of the match, which I fully agreed with, the goal, and then just his overall defending. I think he's a really good defender. I think there's no been a doubt, really.
He's had a very good season.
Aye, he has.
I couldn't name a game where he's had a bad game, honestly.
Aye.
Or even a dodgy mistake.
Aye.
But you are going to get that. But fans, a lot of fans just want to nitpick on what Scales is doing, what Taylor's doing. But in reality, you've got to hold your hands up sometimes. Roger said it himself. Scales isn't the sexiest of players, but he gets the job done.
No, but sometimes you need players like that. I think football's gone now with these, like, sometimes with the ball, like, centre halves need to be spraying 40-yard passes. But I just thought overall he was really good defensively tonight.
I mean, I don't want my centre half spraying 40-yard passes. I want my centre half being able to defend first.
But I think overall good performance
for the whole team.
For the whole team, especially in that second half. I think we blew them away, really.
Yeah.
I think the goal kind of dampened it, but we get back and get another 2.
We played with confidence in the second half,
and that's the main thing.
Early start, kicks you on.
But who was your man of the match?
Scales, you could put. If Scales is the obvious one, but if we're taking Scales out, you'd probably say Engels and Kuhn.
I thought I thought Engels really stood out again, but you want him to stand out, really. And I think
this is why he came to Celtic.
And he's had a good start. I know 2 of the goals have been penalties, but
he's
just overall player. I think has been really good. So I think he's only got to get better under Rodgers as well. So
only 20.
I think there's a really good player.
20 Belgium international played in the
Bundesliga. But I'd go with Scales. I just think overall his goal,
he deserves it.
And especially when you get the criticism is, does he belong at this level? And he goes and puts a performance in like that. For me, that's what you want. But I think overall, good performance, and get 3 points on the board, really.
Yeah. Can't argue.
But that's going to be it for post-match reaction following Celtic 5, Slovan Bratislava 1 as Celtic kick off their Champions League campaign in style. We'll be back later on in the week with build-up to Falkirk.
Falkirk,
what a game we go back to. But until then, speak to you later, and hail hail.